So Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, someone in the comments called him that the other day, and I found it really hilarious because I haven't heard that one before, surprisingly. Anyways, Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, signed a law the other day that gives state officials the authority to label groups as terrorist and expel students that are supporters of these terrorist groups that they have labeled. Don't forget, Republicans at the federal level through Trump deemed Antifa as a terrorist organization. Antifa literally stands for anti-fascism. It's something that isn't even trademarked or an organized group with a leader or anything like that. It's just literally the idea of being anti-fascist, and Trump labeled that a terrorist group. What do you think Ron DeSantis is going to do in Florida? I guess time will tell. Now, let's get into the full article here with all the details. Ron DeSantis signs Florida law to label groups as terrorist and expel student supporters. Governor Ron DeSantis signed a measure into law Monday that gives him, along with other Florida leaders, the ability to label groups as domestic or foreign terrorist organizations and expel state university students who support them. The law, criticized by free speech advocates, allows a top official at the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to designate a group as a domestic or foreign terrorist organization, with the governor and their other members of the Florida cabinet approving or rejecting the designation. Besides the governor, the cabinet is made up of the state attorney general, the chief financial officer, and the agriculture commissioner, all of whom are elected separately. Once designated a terrorist organization, a group can be dissolved and it can no longer receive any state funding through school districts or state agencies. Universities also would have to report the status of expelled students attending on visas to U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Folks, I don't know how many times I have to tell you, but this is fascism. This is fascist behavior. This is shit that the Nazis did prior to exterminating Jewish people. All right, I don't know how many more parallels we can draw here or how many blatantly fascist things that this administration can do. It's like people aren't going to wake up or believe it's fascism until Trump grows a mustache and himself starts sig heiling and openly calling for the death of certain groups, which, I mean, he's like 75% there. Like, pretty much at this point, he just needs like the mustache and a couple sig heils. Anyways, so this will help the state of Florida protect you. It'll help us protect your tax dollars, DeSantis said at a news conference in Tampa. It'll help us protect things that should not be happening in the United States of America, but certainly shouldn't be happening in the free state of Florida. Wow. And Republicans, MAGA cultists will just look at this and be like, oh, he's protecting us. Thank you so much. He's going to go after all those crazy domestic leftist radical lunatic terrorists. DeSantis last December designated the Council on American Islamic Relations and the Muslim Brotherhoods as foreign terrorist organizations. A federal judge last month temporarily blocked the enforcement of DeSantis's executive order. PEN America, a free speech advocacy group, said the new law has vague language that could restrict educational programs deemed to be promoting terrorism, that it could target student protesters who criticize Florida officials. The new law could chill education at every level, said William Johnson, PEN America's Florida director. The implications are fraught. Yeah, I like how red Florida, the great free state of Florida, one of the shining beacons of Republican governance. I love how this state is known for banning books, hosting one of the most notorious detention concentration camps, which was Alligator Alcatraz, cracking down on weed recently, requiring an ID to watch porn, and now this. But don't worry. They have lower tax and common sense and stuff like that. Republicans, how long are you going to fall for this? You got to ask yourself, if this was a Democratic governor that came out and said, oh yeah, we're going to ban certain groups, we're going to label anyone, like we have the authority to label anyone as terrorists as we please, and then we can use that to dissolve groups, expel students, just for you know, what we deem as terrorism. Because don't worry, we're doing it to protect you. We are doing it to protect you. Would you buy that? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't, and you shouldn't. And you shouldn't buy it just because it's a Republican doing it. All right, please. I don't think you understand. Like, just because you think they're just going after radical leftists, which they're even not. They just go after whom they deem is radical left, and they're definitely going to be going after pro-Palestinians, anyone who is anti-Israel. It's crazy. Probably anyone who speaks out about the Iran war. Wow, Florida. What can I say? Like, Florida has to be, I wonder if there's state rankings on like personal freedoms and liberties. And I would love to see where Texas and Florida rank, because they have to be near the bottom, right? The only other states that would be ahead of them would be like, I don't know, the extremely poorer states like, I don't know, Oklahoma and places like that. Wow. All right, where's my free speech, Republican warriors? Where's my don't tread on me's? Where's my free speech, Constitution? Nope, you're nowhere to be found. Oh, you're probably in my comment section chirping right now. If you made it to this point in the video, I just want to give a special thank you. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button down below. And if you really enjoyed it, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button while you're down there. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I will try to reply to any and all comments that I can. Until next time, watch that video on screen.